Two L's make a W. Two L's make a W. Aanya Baddela.
After a long, long journey, a traveler came upon a crossroad. Shall I go left, or shall I go right? He picked a path and continued on his way. Crossroad after crossroad after crossroad. And at the end of it all was a destination. He settled, met the love of his life, and lived in a happy town with his children. But he realized, in hindsight, that had he taken a different path even once, his journey would have been entirely different. In one town, he would meet a mentor and see wealth beyond his wildest dreams. In another, he would see injustice and dedicate his life to good deeds. All it took was a different path. All it took was a different choice. And the traveler wasn't the first to make that realization. Greetings, contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Have you ever realized how impactful a single choice can be? Every choice we make sets off a domino that creates ripple effects throughout our lives. Likewise, one day my parents asked me if I'd like to join an activity called debate. I said sure, because, well, why not? But you see, they warned me. They told me that it was going to be hard and that I would have to work for it. In hindsight, I wish I had paid more attention to what they said, because I don't remember a single thing that beat me down as much as debate. I started in 4th grade, so you'd think that by mid-8th grade I'd be relatively good at it. That was hardly the case. Being my first or 7th tournament, I failed miserably. And let me tell you, it is truly, truly frustrating to stare at a street filled with hard work and perseverance just to find yourself looking at your floor littered with failure. At some point, I started giving up. Why was I working so hard for something I couldn't achieve? And so I fell into a mindset where I'd settle for my L's, or losses, instead of striving for the W, the win. But just like karma, which always comes full circle to collect its dues, it all came to a tipping point at the biggest tournament of my middle school debate career. I had low expectations, but that didn't mean that I wasn't caring about it, because I was definitely shocked when my debate partner called in sick, so sick that he couldn't debate. In a 2-person debating event, can you imagine how scary it is to go solo against some of the best teams in the country? Needless to say, I was scared. My palms were sweating. My mind was racing. Ring, ring, ring. My parents started calling me. And what they told me that day changed my life forever. They said, Anya, I don't care whether you win or lose, because the fact that you kept trying, that you kept persevering, already made you a winner in my eyes. And it was then that I realized that I couldn't give up here. So I started working with my parents, with my friends. I tried and worked hard until the first round of that tournament. And I won. W after W after W until I finished as a semifinalist of that big, big tournament. To conclude, just like the traveler at his first crossroad, I had a choice, to try or to settle. And with the guidance of my parents, I chose to try. You will always face big challenges, tough conditions, mountains of L's. But that doesn't change the fact that each and every single one of you have a choice to try or to settle. And before you make that choice, remember that it doesn't take one L, but rather persevering through 2 L's to make a W. Back to you, Contest Master.